We're reviewing 1120 again because I made money on that day. No positions. We push above 48. That's bullish. We're holding above 48. Come below 48 for a second, and then we balance out. We hit 48 again. We lose 48. We're just balancing now. 48 was the ledge to short. We run it through again. We go to the other side. This is a limit short that I pull. Okay. I'm looking for a long. There's upticking on buy side. Liquidity dries up. Steps lower. The maker sits on the ask. Some back ticking, more back ticking, which is bearish, right? We're pushing out of the value area low down into the LVN. Some upticking from buyers. The auction appears to be shifting higher, 13 and 22s. That's good news for me. And then the maker sits on the ask after throwing an auction there. Then 23s print at 41.50 and 13s print at 41.75. Four evens. Liquidity dries up, price jumps. We're back ticking now. The maker pulls. So I'm on the right side of the trade. I'm looking for 39.25s. Nasdaq sells off. It's leading. We hit 39.25s. Speed of tape picked up. Buyer shows up at 39.25. Shows up again. An auction forms. I'm holding it because the auction's there and the buyers got absorbed. Looking for 37.75 now. Some upticking from the maker side. No buyers. Scratch from the upticking, which is great. It's a good trade. Push high of day. It's not even worth commenting over right now though. Push high of day, we hold above it, which is bullish. Then they run high of day after sustaining up there. It looks like I took maybe 3 trades there and then bailed. Form an auction lower between 65 and 62. We're pushing out of it. Jump higher, get above 65. What is this? Up until 9:30, which is the market open, nothing happens. So I take 2 trades pre-market, or I take 1. And then I just sit on my hands. I sat on my hands because I was scared, not because there weren't trade opportunities. At least I'm honest. Also, I can tell myself, oh, look, I went positive today because it's my only method of keeping score, which hampers my progress. So I should just trade what I see, and then I wouldn't have to worry about that. And whether I lost or made money, I'd just make progress. Bounced off 72. Looks like I took a trade at 9:36, but I'm not scrolling back. Okay. Weird highs. A seller steps in. 87. Slow back ticking after the seller shows up, which is bearish. Good trade. Liquidity dries up and it sells off without me, but that's fine. Lucky Phil, little buyer steps in there. Tape stops. So they're forming an auction now. Good scratch. Should get back in. You should get back in. Down ticking, down ticking. They lost it. The buyer's gone. They sold it lower. Hit 87s again. Hit 87s again. Yeah. So I'm upticking now. Maker pulls it lower. Maker pulls it lower again. We're not losing it. It's time to get out. Big absorption. Hold it. Yeah. Well, I wanted that to work, but the buyers won. And by buyer, I mean market maker buy side because there's no liquidity. They filled the trade there. It's a 1039 and the price rallied. That's horrible. Nothing you can do about that. Now I'm trying buy side for limit. Scratched one. That's pretty good. Looks like it's selling off again. Tape is all sticky. I don't know. It looks like buy side again. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Baker pulls. Hunting liquidity to the upside. Tape stopped, low side. Auction appears to be shifting. If they slap it down like that again, it's time to get out. Yeah, I would just set my stop break even here. Yep, because it's just so sticky. Do you know what I mean? And then, all right, I held it. I have to watch this now. Okay, the auction shifts lower at 87. Seller shows up. Some upticking, flattens out. Seller maker shows up again. They pull the auction lower. Buyers get absorbed at 87.25. Throw it higher. Tape stops on the NQ. Seller steps in again. Ones. Some aggressive upticking from buyers. Aggressive upticking from buyers again. Holding it. Seller steps in twice. Ladders it lower. Pulls it all the way down. Market runs. You remove your stop. Down to like 80s. Yeah. Scratched too early. It's going to run now because it's sat up there accumulating the entire time. People are going to trip over themselves, I think. If it got above 85, it would be time to get out. Just going to watch the tape to see how it hits 80, if it hits 80 at all. The auction shifting lower, which is what you want to see. Pull it lower, liquidity dries up. Just lower at 82.50. Sitting on 82.50 now, which is bearish. Little demand from buyers there. They were absorbed. Market maker pulls it all the way up to 84s. We're watching 85s now. We hit 85s. Seller steps into 85s. Tape is holding though. ES wants to move lower and NASDAQ isn't really having it. So it looks like we're forming an auction with the ceiling at 85 now, between 82.50 and 85. Auction shifts lower at 82.50. They walk it up. We're just looking for liquidity now. They walk it up again. They spam tape on both sides. Yeah. Okay. So if I was still in this trade, I'd look for 82.50s to get out, 82.75, because it's balancing now on the low side, which is bearish. But I don't want to sit in the trade for like another minute, waiting for it to break. It can run up against me. But it is balancing on low side between 82.25 and 83.25, which is bearish. And they sold off into the second plunge down to 80. Past 80. Yeah. So that was a visible example of of the actual auction, not the inside print, but the actual auction shifting. We sold off, stopped, established a range, and then built a balance at the low side of the range before breaking lower. I'm just filling out thin spots. I'm 104 stepping away. When do I come back? 11:46. I walk away for 40 minutes.